Are they? I think they are. They definitely are going at it. I think it's Fate versus Fate.
Oh my gosh, is that the answer? So Boomie was wondering, oh no, that is button checks. We got faked out.
It's just like they were looking so determined in the camera where I was like, wait a second. But I guess that's just how they do button checks. Dobrein and Boomie do spar with each other often. Even if they're in different regions, they still like to exchange information and play with the ping deficit. So,
but I mean, Boomie definitely one of those players who, in the past, whenever he wants to send a message to somebody, he will pick their legend and fight them with it. I mean, I was really wondering if that was going to be the solve, but no, he's sticking with that Diana that's brought him this far.
There's still the potential for it. It is a best of 5.
Yeah.
But game 1 is going to be what we've seen Boomie on all day, as well as Dobrein. Diana versus Fate. And Dobrein finding the first weapon and already keeping Boomie up in the sky on that top platform of Blackguard Keep. Neutral into Nair's connects. Recovery goes high and Dobrein.
He was trying for that early KO. Side air beating out the signature. Oh, Dobrein just sliding in past that down light, getting a massive orb string for tons of damage. Ooh, the weapon
clash.
throw saving Boomie from that
was so
fatal
interesting.
Spell.
You saw Boomie in the grab animation.
Yep.
But the move wasn't working out because the weapon toss was so well placed. But Dobrein still manages to take that first stock here in game number 1. Boomie going back for that dash back neutral signature to be able to kill him off the top. But unfortunately, Dobrein was covering that option. Ooh, and we're seeing these dashes back trying to get Boomie to do something, but Boomie's not falling for the bait. Manages to find his way in with the downlight. Second downlight is not hit. The down stick catches Boomie trying to get that sidelight combo starter and the anti-air of the neutral stick from Fate. Sidelight Sarah puts Boomie off the side of the stage. Goes for that down air. A little bit misspaced.
Yep, he was looking for that wall bounce.
Boomie goes to the side of the stage with the ground pound, and already it's showing that the side sig.
Gosh.
Knowing that Boomie wanted to go for the weapon on the platform, using the side signature to ride across the platform as it rose. Boomie finds himself at a 2-stock deficit here, and Dobrein recovers back.
He's got that 2-stock lead. He's got Boomie on the back foot, on the edge. Oh, man, Boomie doing that one just the wrong direction. I think he might have been expecting Dobrein to go further through and secure the KO from the signature, even from the other side of the stage.
Tries to go for the gravity cancel down take with the side sig hits, and he uses the active input on the side signature to send Boomie down into the weapon toss. The most creative move of that side sig. A lot of players don't even know that Fate side sig on Orb has active input because they're like, why would I ever want to use that? That doesn't have that knockback. Why would I ever want to do it if it's not going to KO? It's because in Orange, if a player's not ready to be sent in that direction, they might buffer a jump to get above you and jump into your attacks. We're going to see at the very end here the weapon toss being used to stop Boomie from being able to get back. And the Nair, Dobrein almost put Boomie into a position to recover. Instead, a 3-stock coming out in game number 1, showing why Dobrein was able to 2-0 Boomie so handily in winner's side.
My gosh. All right, so we are now moving over to Mammoth Fortress. It's a lot more open area. And Dobrein actually opening up with the Scythe this time. Now, he was one of the few players that really picked up the Scythe on its first release and stuck with it for a number of tournaments.
Ooh, the side stick hits. Dobrein tries to get back to the stage, and the Sair. Down air's not hit, but the chase dodge is activated. Beautiful. Goes straight up. Really early edgeguard opportunity for Boomie. He still found a lot of damage. Oh, but the side stick hitting. Boomie just spacing right at the edge of where the move is active. And then Dobrein getting the neutral stick anti-air. So many of these Fate signatures being used to great effect, but that side stick, that time Boomie waited it out, but didn't get the right punish. Dobrein just a little bit too high in the sky.
All right, Boomie just trying to get a little bit with those side airs, just really denying Dobrein from landing anywhere on stage, going up 1-stock lead here.
And what a lead it is. This is the first stock that Boomie has taken in this entire set. Dobrein originally 3-stocking him in game number 1. Boomie turning things around quite quickly. Blackguard Keep definitely not working out. And that side sig, yes, it's got a long range, but it is punishable if you charge it that long. Boomie finding a little bit of damage. And avoiding that side signature, that definitely seems to be the move of the game as it has connected time and time again.
Oh,
but Boomie's finding out how to dodge it.
He finds that range. He finds where the punish options are. Oh, Dobrein.
Still not enough.
Not enough, even with that chase dodge off the recovery hit.
Are we going to see a 3-stock in the opposite direction? Boomie's doing so well here in game number 2. This just seems to be a game of momentum based off whoever takes the first stock. No! Downline, the recovery comes out, and Dobrein manages to stop that from happening. but it still looks really
throwing
good
that
for
weapon
Boomie.
up to delay the next weapon spawn. So that way you can get a little bit of extra damage on Boomie. But Boomie, just snapping up those blasters, zoning out Dobrein.
Side stick hits, uses the active input to put him into the Mammoth platform. Ooh, nice little neutral light. Catches Boomie as he lands. You see him playing ball with Mammoth Fortress.
That is always so threatening when Dobrein just dash jumps over the edge.
Yep. And we saw with the
Bicycle
landing there
kicks
was a
the
down air
orb.
too. It bounced off and hit Boomie on the way back up.
All right, Boomie recovering high, gets back on stage. Both of them just opting to arm back
The
up.
side stick stopped by the weapon toss. We've seen Boomie interrupting a lot of Dobrein's fate.
Oh my gosh, the three-piece.
Neutral stick in the ground pound. Boomie going so far off stage, similar in a fashion that we saw Sandstorm doing in winner's bracket, only this time connecting with the final move.
Man, that is that game experience coming through. I mean, Dobrein, he was in those little magnifying glasses off screen, and Boomie just knew exactly where he was going.
We saw Boomie going for a lot of those deep ground pounds. That neutral stick connecting, Dobrein having just a little bit of time, but it's like Diana's so fast. I said it again, it's not confirmed for that neutral stick, but it's such a great option, and when you're off stage, puts you in a position to where it's so hard to get punished that you might as well go for it, and if it connects, the rewards are immense. Boomie taking the 2 stock there in game number 2, evening it up 1-1, no legend swaps. The only maps that are left are Shipwreck and Miami Dome.
Looks like we're going Shipwreck. No walls to be had here.
Mammoth
You get
Fortress
sent
gets
off
smaller.
stage.
Yeah, I almost feel like this is an advantage to Boomie. Just because of how we've seen the offstage gameplay develop over the past 2 games.
Yeah.
And as I'm saying that, we're seeing it right now. Dobrein just dies in 8 seconds.
Gosh. Absolutely destroy first stock.
I couldn't have been more right at the very beginning of that match because of how well that went. And Boomie's going off stage once again. I wasn't going to think that it was going to happen so quickly, but Boomie's showing that, like, yes, when he had Dobrein off stage, he's going so far and recognizing.
Oh, no.
He's recognizing the weaknesses.
Sniped too low
Of
off
Scythe
stage.
and Orb recovery. It has been 30 seconds and 2 stocks are gone. Dobrein has barely been able to play this match, but Scythe and Orb, they both suffer in the same department as the recovery. It's a great kill move, but it barely travels anywhere, and if you don't have any walls to touch onto, Boomie is definitely going to be there to be able to stop that stock from happening, and this is looking so destructive as opposed to game number 1.
Oh my gosh, quick weapon toss into the punch.
Now Dobrein goes for that down signature. Can't find
Boomie
anything. He's
just
trying to find some way
perfectly
back, but
dodging
Dobrein, Boomie's looking for a way to be able to end as the neutral stick works as an anti-air, but they have the same amount of damage on 3 stocks to 1. Side stick
Boomie's
hits,
finding his way up,
and he's playing around.
sending Dobrein off stage, just keeping him off his footing.
He's playing around down stick and side stick so well.
Oh
Side stick
my
hits, disarms.
gosh.
Oh, goes for that pivot gravity
Okay.
cancel down signature, and the down air
Wow,
gets Dobrein
that's gonna
going,
be
and that's
it.
it. Boomie ready to finish it if the weapon toss missed. 308 damage to 140.
All right, so
Look at this.
Dobrein opens on Boomie with a 3 stock, but here, when the set is tied, Boomie
Dive kick.
answers back with
Dive
a 3
kick.
stock of his own.
That's it. Dobrein, even if he uses recovery there, it wasn't going to work. Yes, you can steer the orb recovery, but it's like steering a robot without an orb. Like you're not going that far.
He had no distance left on him. My gosh. Now we're going Thunderguard Stadium.
Yeah, if you wanted more walls, this would be the place to go, besides, like, say, Twilight Grove. Dobrein now has 4 places that he can recover as opposed to none.
Yep, he can recover, he can kick the orb off of them with that down air. This could not be any more different of a map pick from Shipwreck Falls. I don't blame him.
And already opening it up, Boomie having a decent lead, but not nearly as explosive as game number 3. Side stick goes out of the way, he gets punished. Dobrein actually finding a really good unarmed string. Picking up the orb, but as he lands, Boomie just catching his landing with a side lane. And the down lane, a neutral stick, we saw that before, and we see it again, this time killing on its own.
All right, so again, a solid lead for Boomie. I mean, you said not as explosive as last game, but still, this is quite the turnaround from the way this set began.
Dobrein catching him with the active input of that Scythe and air. Kicks him off, but the ground pound interrupted by the gun neutral air. Reaching
It's
out
such
so
a good
far.
anti-air.
Incredible anti-air.
Tons of range, it's fast. It's got the 2 shots to even cover behind.
Arguably the only downside is that you can't hit with it as you fall down, like say
Yep.
a sword in air, but that's fine for how useful it is in positions to where it does have its uses. Down light, pivoted off the side of the stage. with the
Oh,
neutral stick.
okay.
Excellently
That's going to
placed.
tie up the stocks. Dobrein not too far behind. He was able to take that quickly before Boomie could build too much of a lead.
Dobrein looking for those down lights to be able to open something up. Get that little jump kick out of the way, but Boomie's not letting him have it. Ooh, weapon toss in the middle of the combo, but no, neutralizing the recovery. Boomie chase dodges diagonally upwards to see if he can find even more. Sidelight off the side of the stage. No, Dobrein manages to make it back. The down air just barely missed. But the Sarah hits and Dobrein doesn't have a recovery. Okay, uses the gravity cancel neutral stick as a recovery tool to be able to get high enough to where Boomie cannot grab him.
And just got around those, the bow ground pound is so scary. I mean, even on a map like Thunderguard, just because it has so much force. Oh, Boomie going wide, going to the center.
Oh, I never even thought about that, but orb down air in the center of Thunderguard Stadium is probably really annoying to deal with.
Oh, yeah.
Being able to bounce it off of either wall, giving so many more options. The side stick gets in the landing, and now Dobrein is on his tournament stock. This is quarterfinals of losers. If he loses this stock, he is out. Boomie is up 2-1. He needs to be able to find the damage to be able to get one of those sick orb neutral signatures, but
perfect
dodge out of the way.
dodge.
Dobrein looking for it. There's so many things they can do to catch landings. Down tick comes out. Boomie not one to fall into that down tick anymore after game number 1. Uses the down air, not bouncing it off either wall, but just putting it out there so that Boomie has to weave around it. Side tick punished by the nair. Downlight Sair, Dobrein being put closer and closer into the orange. Doesn't want to go off stage against Boomie's blasters. We saw how that went in game number 3.
Saw Boomie with that, just those ledge cancel dashes.
2 side sticks in a row, but Boomie's just not getting hit by them. Side air comes out, side stick punished by the Sair from Dobrein. Will the weapon toss do it? He dodges through. Ground pound.
Oh, again, perfect dodge. We've seen Dobrein do that before in matches this tournament. Once they've expended all their options, that gravity cancel downlight into the ground pound, perfect punish to seal the stop.
And the neutral stick from Boomie being punished. Dobrein finding a loft. That's Sair into neutral air. Another falling Sair. Boomie's on the side of the stage. Goes to that downer to bait something out of the Boomie. It does not bounce off the wall, but now he has him in the center of Thunderguard Stadium. Ooh, that dash forward downlight doesn't connect. Weapon toss coming out from Dobrein. Bouncing the ball off Boomie's head. Boomie's unarmed. Goes for the unarmed Sair. Second Sair hits. Dobrein uses that recovery early to be able to get back with the downer connection. The recovery kills. Boomie takes it 3-1 over Dobrein, defeating his demons. Dobrein, the 2-0 victory over the winner's side, does not pan out over in losers as Boomie learns the matchup in front of our very eyes. Game number 1 was a 3-stock, and it went up to Boomie 3-stocking Dobrein in return. And by game 4, there was no doubt about it. Boomie was definitely the victor here in this side of losers top 8, and he makes his way into losers semis.
Absolute turnaround over the course of the set.